Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Studio Gallery in the backyard with some Arteza 12-inch by 16-inch canvas boards, which I didn't used to think were my favorites, but I'm liking how they're working out, and so far the first layer of paint that I put on them has dried overnight and it's just perfect. There's no warping or anything. So I'm going to throw some caution to the winds and make myself a ring pour, because I think the only way to find out if they're going to warp is to add too much paint, or more paint than I've already added. When I make my ring pours, I try and remember to put a layer of white in between. I'm also going to try and stop myself from making a massive amount of paint in this ring pour, because there's honestly not a massive amount of surface area on the canvas. I've left myself something behind me that I can dump my excess off onto, and I may bring that forward and I may not. I want to still remember to use that white. And I love orange with the pink. I like it when the orange comes out. Yes, there we go. That's better. I think I want some yellow with that. I might add some more yellow with that. Ooh, I've got some dark purple. That's nice. How about the white I said I was going to add? Yeah. We've got a nice little ring pour coming. I think if I want to, I could make a couple of ring pours on the one canvas, but the truth is that I actually have to coat the canvas with white paint to slide the ring pour, and I'm not sure I'm ready to commit myself to that at this exact moment. I don't want yellow there. That's pale blue. I want a different blue, and I'm not sure what blue that is, but they're all Arteza paints from Arteza, mixed with my usual recipe, which is in the description of the video, which is GAC 800 from Golden, to keep it from cracking, just 10% to paint, and then a half and half mix of Floetrol and Deco Art pouring medium to, once the GAC is mixed with the paint, I think probably one more of those. Yes. Really? Only one more? No. Definitely. Now, usually on a ring pour, the last thing in is the first thing out, so I'm going to throw myself a bone and make that some blue. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess I'm going to put that aside for a second, bring my canvas back, and think about whether I want to, no, thinking's over. I guess I decided to add some white at least to the outside edge, if not everything. And I'm going to pull out my best paint spreading spatula ever, my OXO omelet turning spatula, move it to the edge of my tile so I don't get it all over my tile. That's the only thing I don't like so far about the canvas boards at the moment, is that I'm not used to the amount of paint that I need to use on them, which is less. And I already used less paint to begin with, because I don't like wasting paint. Glasses, yes, imperative for moi. So really thin layer, even though it's a hot day, just to help pick up, or fill in, I should say, fill in some of the really heavy texture in this particular cotton covered canvas. And but I love these because I can see whatever might be anomalous in the paint, be it a little Floetrol booger or a bug or a hair or whatever. The spatulas smooth the paint out really nicely so that I can see what I need to see and remove it before it's too late. Too late being the next day after it's dry, when you can't do a thing about it. That's part of the not charm of fluid acrylics, but there's a lot of charming things about fluid acrylics, so we're not going to worry about that right now. So this is going to be weird because I'm going to have to pick it up with my fingernails, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with one. I'm not good at slow tipping, so I don't guarantee it's going to stay one. I kind of want to hit it with the torch. We torch to release patterns in the paint because the Floetrol and the Deco Art pouring medium will produce selling or patterns. I believe it's the chemical reaction. It sort of individualizes every paint color so they don't totally mix together unless you make a special point of attempting to mix them. And so right now, I'm going to go ahead. The white is a good catalyst for that. And just hit that really quickly. I do have edge catchers, I just don't know how I would use them on this. So I'm going to go ahead, what do I see? I see that I want put some yellow right in there and some white right in on top of it. Because I think I was going to say, I think the white will disappear. Why not just have some wild fun? I could probably ribbon pour a whole bunch of stuff. I could also surround these with a little bit of black or gold or something. I think I'm going to want to add another color in there to make them different. I think I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. And throw a little bit of black in there. I did bring some gold out with me, but I don't see it, so I guess I'm gold sans gold right now. Paint will flow to paint, so any paint I put around the outside edges of these will help the paint that's there already flow. I have put no iridescent fine pearl by golden in these paints. I am watching the waves of color travel around. My ring pours are not tree ring pours, obviously. I have quite a bit of color in this one large go, so I'm thinking, since I like that black, why not add more black and more white? Oh, yes, and some more black again. And something that doesn't look like it shows up too much there. Let's do that. And some of that blue. Yeah, I'm just going to town. And I know that that strange green I just used looks incredible with that blue I just used, and I wish I could tell you exactly what it was called. I'm getting so much paint on this canvas that I better be careful, because I will reach an edge and then I will not be able to do anything with anything. I like the combination I just added there quite a bit. I suppose I could hit them again. Reminds me a little bit of the inside of a mussel shell. I am feeling particularly irreverent, so I'm thinking, why not? And the answer is because I can, which is the name of my book on the Amazon link underneath the video, along with the the OXO omelet turning spatulas and the Princeton Catalyst art tools, which I'm not using right now. And I'm going to go ahead and keep using my paint over here, and maybe, just maybe, tip back in the opposite direction, because I'm loving my colors. So we're going to be to the end of this before I know it, but I do have 8.5 minutes left. So I'll tell you that everything underneath Show More, underneath my video, includes Teespring clothing that has some of my artwork on it, and if you click any one of those items, it'll take you to my store and show you everything I've ever done there, which is some, not tons, but lots of cool stuff, and some leggings and things. And next you'll find my Amazon link. I told you you could find the book there. I like that yellow. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. I kind of want to do something even more irreverent. Even more so. Where's my red-orange? I have no rules, so I can't claim to break any because I'm not using them. I like this. I don't know if I can keep it, and it's too valuable of a color to put down there and then not have it show. I like that black in there too, so I think I wonder if I can just cheat, and if I can keep some of that or not. Probably not, but it's worth finding out, I think. Kind of like what I've got in the middle. I don't expect it to stay. Black and white together will often produce cells, although I'm not seeing any right now, so I'm not going to mind if I cover that either. I am minding my shapes. I want to have some good shapes. I miss the gold a little bit. I love this over here. I don't really want to lose that. What color do I not mind giving up? see a bubble? Yes, it was just a bubble. So by adding that paint there, it will allow the paint that's flowing onto it to stay more intact, at least in my guesstimation. It's quite the ring pour, honestly. Ring pours. I'm watching this wave of paint. I want to fill in that gap there. I don't know if I can or not. I want to get close enough to the edge so I could use a ring pour if it were a regular canvas, but since it's not, and I have no experience with that right now, I'm just trying to use my experience in the past to keep me from making any terrible errors. The chances of that are not that great though. You've got to make errors or you never learn. It's just part of the process. Sorry about that, but it's true. I am keeping a close eye on what wants to flow over. I'm keeping a close eye on, what did I just see? I just saw something right there. Goodbye. Something that's not invited to this party. Oh, that's too bad. There's some really pretty little leopard cells down there. So, I really want to try an edge catcher, but I need a long, thin one. And I think I'm just going to try a small one that I can handle. Ah, okay. My first fail. I was in the wrong place. So I'm going to let that all pool at the bottom. I've wanted to do this since yesterday, when I first did these. And then I'm going to let it all go back. Just going to tip it. It's going to be psychedelic. This is not as interesting as I once liked it. That's what I once thought it was. But if I'm fortunate and I can do the same thing up here, all bets are off. So let's see what happens when I tip some stuff. Oh, I'm going to lose my yellow. Darn. Okay, I'm going to get paint all over my hands. Darn. Won't be the first time. No big surprise. Let's bend that edge catcher right up a little bit. This is crazy. And then I'm going to throw it back down again. Can't say it's easy. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. Whether it'll be worth it or not is another question also. I've got some great patterns. Really, I'm not unhappy with certain things, certain aspects of this. I just want to leave that black over there. Not only do I want to leave that black over there, and add some more to it. And just go right ahead and complete this whole pattern. The canvas board is a little tough on leaving it uncovering with the spatulas because it's got no give. So I tend to dig down to canvas a little too easily. So I need kind of an excess of paint, and an excess of paint is not really what I would expect to want, because then it's got to go somewhere, and the somewhere it might go is absorb into the canvas, which would not be good, because that would be an element that might make it work. But hard telling, not knowing, they always say in Maine, where I was living for way too long. Love you guys up there. Good luck with those ticks. And keeping the house warm. Sorry about that. I escaped. I'm happy to report. Alright, yes, I'm doing it. It's stupid. I'm running my finger along the edge just like it was a real canvas, but so that's kind of cool. And what do I want to do with it? Anything? Maybe I want to do a couple things, like check for canvas and add a couple of things that would make me feel like the design is more like what I wanted it to be, without digging down to canvas, please. And my finger works extra special on this. Yeah, I'm not minding most of that. And I can use my skewer, more or less, if it's somewhat of a clean skewer, to just roll over the top of things. And that might help me with my desire to have some cells over there. And then I can just stick it in again where I want it to go. I'm just learning what I can do with this. It's kind of a whole new ball game, you know. But I can swivel it around on the palm of my hand, which is kind of neat. And I can run my skewer along the edge and carefully, you know what, I like that purple over there and I want some more. I'm having some purple. What can I say? I'm a willful child. Alright, here goes the skewer. Let's see what happens. Gently, ever so gently. Yeah, I know. Check for canvas. Do I want some white? Do I want some pink? I want some pink. You never know until you try, so this is me trying and playing and kind of enjoying the process again of experimentation. Yeah, I haven't tried to do any spirals. It's kind of neat to find out what the skewer will do on a hard background, which is what this is. I haven't torched really, have I? I don't need to get rid of much of that. So I'll have a quick look. I really like some of that, but I don't like everything about it. So I want to tell you, I've got 2 minutes left to tell you whatever I need to tell you, and I've told you most of the things I thought I was going to tell you already. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. But if you want to contribute to the studio to help keep me painting like other people have, thank you very much, by the way. There's usually a contest going where if your name is drawn, you will be able to pick from one of 3 or 4 paintings that I'm putting into the contest, and they're usually pretty good. Had any complaints so far? Everybody who's won the contest, and there have been a couple winners, has been pretty well pleased with their choices, and that was nice. I don't mind that, but I want more, and I'm going to run out of time, so I'm going to say right now, thank you for all the great comments. You make my day all the time, you guys, and I said thank you for the contributions. I love you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for 50,000 subscribers. Be sure to check out the Publish on Demand book, because I can. That's on the Amazon link. It's finally available as Publish on Demand as opposed to just an ebook. What else do I want here? Do I want some more? I kind of want. I kind of want it to be what I want it to be when you're done watching, but that doesn't usually always work out. So I'm going to go ahead and put some chain in there because I like to mix colors. And one little spot won't hurt, and the chain is definitely going to make some cells pop. And even if it's a dark corner, I'm okay with that. Go down to the bottom. I don't think you can see what I'm doing now, but put my chain in the bucket. Move my spatula out of the way. It is what it is. And I will see you guys in the next video. This might change a little, but not a lot. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Priscilla out. I'll probably be here working if there's another minute. And there is. I don't know about that neon pink up there right now. Not feeling super confident. I definitely miss my gold. I like the white. Do I need more? I don't know. I guess you'll find out when you see whatever I post. In the meantime, I'm gone. You're gone. That was different. We'll definitely know if it's going to work.